Who drank in college? I was mixing drinks for my friends. They weren't sophisticated drinks, more of you will get wasted and enjoy the process kind of cocktails. We all went to SVA, and my college friend Nick had an apartment next to the photo building, and that's where I mixed drinks for my friends. Nick and I would conspire about how to make a stronger than it should be drink taste good. We would also feed them too. We weren't monsters. One time we made a chicken dinner for everyone with mashed potatoes. I secretly sampled the mashed potatoes. I go over to Nick, who looks distressed, and he whispers to me, "Julia, I don't know how to carve a chicken." I replied, "I got this. Hold my spoon," with enough confidence for dismantling a bomb in an action movie. There was this cartooning major, Carolyn, who would be at these gatherings. We would know everyone is drunk enough when Carolyn would end up on the floor and take her bra off with her shirt still on. I'm a little jealous of the skill set. I can't do that sober, let alone wasted. Theo's sister Sandra was back in town, visiting from Chicago. She invited us to go see a friend of hers in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Her friend was having a party. It was me, Theo, and Carolyn who were invited. Carolyn was dating Theo for a while at this point in time. I remember walking to a building that looked more like an industrial warehouse than an apartment building. This was strange to me because I didn't really know anyone in Williamsburg. Also, my friends and I did not and still don't identify with the hipster mentality. The apartment was even stranger inside. It was dimly lit on the first floor, and there were people everywhere. There was a tube TV with a painting on the screen, while the white noise static created its background. Sandra disappeared quickly to go see her friend and be amongst them. My friends and I looked up and realized that the second floor was mostly trapeze netting. We found the stairs and hung out where the trapeze netting met the small amount of wooden walkway. There were doors on the second floor as well. I can only assume they led to bedrooms. I did not open any of the doors. Eventually, we noticed this cat. It was a beautiful coon. The cat's name was Banjo and liked hanging out with us. Then mine and Carolyn's cat allergies started to kick in. We had to leave the party a bit early, which was okay with me. I crashed on the futon on Theo's dad's place living room, and Theo and Carolyn were in Theo's room. Thinking about that futon makes my back ache a little. I was young and limber, sleeping in my denim jeans on a wooden frame with very little padding. To get to the best sleep on the futon, you have to be at least a little tipsy. I am happy that James, Theo's dad, had the futon. It saved me from going home late at night, back to Park Slope, Brooklyn. My mom and dad started taking me and my brothers there to visit my great uncle, George, who lived on Berkeley Place, in between 7th and 6th Ave, in Park Slope. It was not as developed as it was in my college days and beyond. We would find parking close by and buzz the first floor apartment. We would all sit in his eclectic furnishings. There was a pew in the front room that housed the piano. The middle room was dark except for a couple of lamps. There was a part of an actual post office from somewhere out west, I think, with the actual paneling from the inside of the post office, a small shelf and desk. The dining room was white and blue, with big dark wooden dining table that took up most of the space. The kitchen was small. The bathroom was completely penguin-themed. After great-uncle George, who we all called Unc, would tell younger brother a tall tale of why he has a bump on his head, we would all usually go to Mr. Wonton. Mr. Wonton is one of the best places to get scallion pancakes, pork steamed dumplings, chicken and eggplant and garlic sauce or brown sauce. Almost anything you order will be amazing. According to me and my family, it should be considered a landmark. Sometimes, my unc's best friend Marianne would join us as well. She was from the Midwest and lived in the same brownstone in 2R. Unc knew her through the competitive stamp collecting world. They were both competitive stamp collectors. Unc started a whole new genre of competitive stamp collecting. After eating, and if it was not too late, we would go back to the brownstone, or we would say our goodbyes and drive back home.